Okay, good morning again, everybody, and welcome, replay viewers. I'm doing a second test now in the landscape mode of this latest revision of the Prism Live Studio for iOS, which is version 3.2.0, which we think has fixed the missing chat overlay problem. But there's only one way to test it for sure. I'm going to go back in the house now and onto my computer and type in some chat messages, and hopefully they will now still appear on the iPhone screen in the chat widget overlay, which I have set up on the horizontal screen or the landscape mode screen with increased font size so that it makes it easier for me to read during a broadcast when we try to do a live broadcast later this afternoon, early evening, of the Cannonball coming into West Hampton. I think I'll leave the normal chat window turned on. That's where the normal Prism Live Studio chat appears in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. But with my poor eyesight, it's somewhat difficult to read the chat messages that come in there. So that's why I fooled around with this chat widget overlay such that I could increase the size of that box, that window, to about half this horizontal screen, and then increase the font size to make it more legible. So let's go leave you here for a few minutes on this beautiful, beautiful June 28th day here on Eastern Long Island, with very low humidity, clear blue skies except for the high wispy cirrus clouds, and very low relative humidity today, probably less than 50% relative humidity levels right now. We're really going to enjoy this day. And I'll be back in a little bit after I type myself some test messages from my computer in the house. let's see what we have here. Son of a gun. It's working. It's working in the landscape mode. There's the chat widget overlay. Says from Redstone Soldier, good morning. Test message to myself. Second line, Redstone Soldier, test 2. Redstone Soldier, test 3. As a matter of fact, I could probably still increase the font size to make it even a little easier to read. Yeah, and then underneath it I just showed show regular chat, and it's appearing under there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hit that and say hide chat view. Okay, so now we just have the chat messages in the widget overlay. Alright, now let's tap the screen. It's interesting. I thought I could tap that screen and it would show the widget overlay where I could increase the font size, but I guess you can't do that while the broadcast is live. Alright. Let's do this. Let's see, I'm swiping to the left. Nothing's happening. At least that's easier to read than the other one. Let's hit this. Use live status indicator. And that says we're at 30 frames per second, 4,000 kilobits per second, and there's 96% battery strength left. Okay. Looks like we were joined with a second viewer for a minute. Let's turn this around. There we can see the Purple Martin house off to the left of the screen. Okay, I'll try one more test here, which is to increase the chat font size, make it a little easier to read. maybe I want to leave everything the way it is and not upset the apple cart until after tonight's broadcast of the Cannonball. Okay, we're going to end this broadcast now. Anyone who watched this, thanks very much for joining and helping me out. Again, we think the reason that it works now is that the company went to version 3.2.0 from version 3.1.3. They may have fixed the problem in a revision to the iOS version. Alright, take care everybody.